SHOT Show 2023 at the J.W. Fishers booth. Also to be found at jwfishers.com for follow-up information. And we are going to talk to Brian. We'll do the Boy Scout handshake, right? Yeah. So Brian and I just met and started talking a bit. And here we are. We can't seem to get off the camera, can we? So
I could change it if you want.
No, you're good.
Okay.
It's kind of funny, actually. The thing wants to track me. See, it wants to come home with me, Brian.
It
That's the way it is. It's like visiting a puppy rescue shelter. So, background of the company is you mentioned that your father started the company, and you've taken it along into the next probably at least a few years. I won't say century, but I won't be as pundit as much to say that, but just if you would give me a background foundation on how the company got started.
My father started the company in the late 60s just with metal detectors, and then we just kind of gradually evolved into sonar and video, and now where we are today.
Okay, so now what do we have that would be newer, maybe not brand new for 2023, but some of your more recent developments and designs?
Yeah, I mean, the Sea Lion 3 is our third generation ROV. It's brand spanking new. It comes with 7 Vectum thrusters, the ability to go at speeds 5 to 6 knots. You can attach options like a manipulator arm, which can lift roughly 13 to 15 pounds underwater.
Underwater. Okay.
And you could mount a sonar on the top of it, which would give you the ability to, if you can see those pictures there, the sonar will find drowning victims or dumped vehicles or anything like that, and that's where the dive rescue, military, fire, police use our gear.
Right.
It's powered topside, 300 meter depth rated. You can do all sorts of cool functionality, picture-in-picture, swapping cameras, all HD, front and rear cameras, high lumen LEDs, very, very modern, very modern.
And the speed on this underwater is?
It can go about 5 to 6 knots.
5 to 6 knots. So it could take, if you were to be drug along behind it, it could be a nice little trip.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can't help but think it'd be great for some practical jokes too. Go out to the swimming area with your manipulator arm and, tag somebody's toe or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And be able to get away pretty quickly.
That's it.
Okay, very good. And next on
this one is the side scan. That's our newer model with about a year, and a lot of law enforcement uses that. Military, you can see it's just a towfish, and it scans the bottom of the waterways, and people use it for obviously locating missing persons, drowning victims.
Right.
Commercial customers use it for pipe inspections. It's a very popular system.
Let me back up on this, and we'll have to go back over to your other device. What is you don't really have what would your MSRP be if you were in a full-blown retail market?
Yeah, so the MSRP on the Chirp system is $37,995, so 38 grand.
38,000, just under 40.
The ROV that you saw earlier is 42,995.
42,000, so a little under 43,000. Yeah. To round it off.
Yep.
My uncle would always say, just round it up.
Yeah,
just round it up. Why waste your time with the 99.99, right? Okay, outstanding. And I think that's about it. Anything that you're working on for the future that you'd like to talk about or just mention? No guarantees, of course.
No guarantees. Our sonar system, especially for the ROV, is being updated to get you to get more depth, width of the sonar itself. So right now you can see that we can go up to 20 meters at 10 meter setting, but what we would eventually like to do is get up to 50 meters of a scan.
Okay.
And we're working on that now.
Does this and this is a knucklehead question because I'm no engineer for God's sakes, but does this provide any level of, when you're running sonar, does it give any level of penetration into the mud or the soft surface, kind of like a LiDAR.
So that's what's called sub-bottom profiling, and that shoots a signal into the silt, and it gives you a picture of actually what's underneath the silt. And we do have one of those. We just don't bring it to this show because it's not really pertaining to the show. But we do manufacture a sub-bottom profiler, but it doesn't give you a nice clear image like it does. It really just gives you an image of an anomaly under the silt.
An anomaly that is not otherwise there. Yeah,
absolutely
clear.
correct.
What is that, redundant? An anomaly? That's exactly what it is.
It should not be there.
Right.
And then you have to go explore on what it is.
Right. And what's the, and again, this is a knuckleheaded question, but I'm a curious bastard. So, typically, how deep would that go into the silt?
So,
and would it be dependent upon the
hardness? It depends on how hard the silt is. So if it's compacted mud, it doesn't go as deep. But if if it's a nice soft silt, it could go up to 100 feet.
100 feet into soft silt. Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Again, depending on how
it is.
how thick it is. Okay.
It's all varying on what the silt, the makeup is at the bottom.
Okay, cool. Well, and that was just an odd question, and I'm glad because I was thinking of that, and you had the answer for it. Anything else? Here, let's see if you do have the Karnak response. Any things that I have not asked you about that you think that I should ask you?
No, you've done a great job.
It's a silly question.
You've done a good job.
Brian, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you take care. Travel home safe.